Earth Day.
What is Earth Day?
Earth Day is an international event when people all over the world think about how we can protect our planet. Earth Day takes place on the 22nd of April every year.
How did Earth Day start?
In 1970, US politician Gaylord Nelson decided that there should be a special day for people to think about how we can work together to take better care of our planet. The first Earth Day took place on the 22nd of April, 1970, in the United States. 20 million people and thousands of local schools and communities took part. Because of the success of the first Earth Day, the government of the United States decided to make new laws to protect the environment. Earth Day soon became an annual event and an international celebration.
Why do we need Earth Day?
Earth Day is important because we all share the same planet. Sometimes we forget that we are responsible for our planet and that we should protect it for ourselves and for other people. Earth Day is a day for everyone to think about the problems our planet faces, such as climate change, endangered species, deforestation, and pollution. It's a time for us to think about how we can stop these problems and make our world a cleaner, safer place for all the people and animals on Earth.
What do people do on Earth Day?
People celebrate Earth Day in many different ways. Some people hold rallies or demonstrations. They make signs with messages about protecting nature, and they march in the streets. Sometimes they wear costumes to express their message in a funny way. For example, people in a rally for the protection of endangered species might dress up as endangered animals. Some people plant trees on Earth Day. This is a great activity to do with your family, your friends, or your school. You can buy some young trees and plant them in a park. Trees improve our environment by removing dust, pollutants, and carbon dioxide from the air. Trees also produce oxygen and provide a home for birds, insects, and small animals. Some schools or families go on a trip to explore nature on Earth Day. Getting out in nature is a great way to learn about your planet, your local environment, and the amazing plants and animals that live there. Some towns and cities have a car-free day on Earth Day. No cars are allowed to drive around the streets. People walk, cycle, or use public transport. This is a great way to help the planet, because cars produce a lot of dangerous gases and destroy the ozone layer, which protects our planet from the sun's ultraviolet light. Another great idea is a recycled art competition. Recycled art is becoming more and more popular, and many artists these days use recycled rubbish to make works of art. Some artists use things they find to make interesting sculptures. Others use pieces of plastic, paper, glass, or metal to create beautiful pictures. Artist Jane Perkins used old buttons, toys, plastic spoons, and other small pieces of rubbish to make this amazing copy of the Mona Lisa. Why not see what you can make with your rubbish on Earth Day?
How can we make every day Earth Day?
Earth Day is very important, but we should celebrate and take care of our planet every day. You can help to make every day Earth Day by doing a few simple things. Don't use cars to get around. Walk or cycle to school, to the park, or to the supermarket. Tell your family and friends to walk or cycle too. It's good for our planet, and it's good for your health. Don't drop litter. Pick up litter when you see it on the street, on the beach, or in the park. Litter pollutes our planet and puts animals and birds in danger. Recycle your rubbish. Send your rubbish to be recycled or reuse it yourself. Think about ways to use plastic bags, cardboard boxes, glass jars, and old newspapers again. Be creative.
The Earth is your planet. Take care of it.
Elephant's Child. A long time ago, elephants did not have trunks. They had short grey noses. There was a young elephant, the elephant's child, who was very curious. He was always asking questions. He lived in Africa, and every time he met a new animal, he asked that animal a question. He asked the ostrich why her neck was so long. He asked the hippo why her eyes were red. And he asked the baboon why his face was hairy. He asked questions about everything, and he made all his friends and family very angry. They didn't like answering questions all the time. One morning, the elephant's child asked a new question. "What does the crocodile have for dinner?" he asked. His family looked scared. "Be quiet," they said. The elephant's child went for a walk. Soon he met a parrot. "I want to know what the crocodile has for dinner," said the elephant's child. The parrot looked at him. "Go to the river and find out," it said. The elephant's child walked and walked. At last he came to the river. The elephant's child did not know what a crocodile looked like. The first thing he saw was a snake. The snake was sleeping on a rock, but it opened one eye and looked at the elephant's child. "Excuse me," said the elephant's child. "Is there a crocodile near here?" "What a silly question," said the snake. "Excuse me," said the elephant's child. "But can you tell me what the crocodile has for dinner?" The snake shook its head slowly. "That is a very dangerous question," it said. "Go home to your family." So the elephant's child said goodbye to the snake, but he did not go home. He walked along the banks of the river until he saw what he thought was a large piece of wood lying in the mud. But it was not a piece of wood. It was the crocodile. The crocodile opened one eye and winked at the elephant's child. "Excuse me," said the elephant's child. "Is there a crocodile near here?" The crocodile opened its other eye. "I am a crocodile," it said. The elephant's child sat down in the mud next to the crocodile. I am so pleased to meet you, he said. I want to know what you have for dinner.
Come here, said the crocodile, and I will whisper the answer. The elephant's child moved closer to the crocodile and put his head next to the crocodile's mouth. But the crocodile caught the elephant's nose in its mouth. I think I will have elephant's child for dinner today, it said. The elephant's child was angry. You're hurting me, he said. He tried to pull his nose from the crocodile's mouth, but the crocodile held on tight. The crocodile pulled, and the elephant's child pulled, and the elephant's nose grew longer and longer. The snake heard the fight and came down from its rock. It wrapped its tail around the elephant's child's legs. The crocodile pulled, and the elephant's child pulled, and the snake pulled, and the elephant's nose grew and grew. But the elephant's child and the snake were strong, and suddenly the crocodile let go of the elephant's child and fell back into the river with a loud splash. The elephant's child fell backwards into the mud. He thanked the snake. My nose is the wrong shape now, he said. It was a long trunk, like the noses that all elephants have today. A fly landed on the elephant's back. The elephant's child lifted his trunk and hit the fly with it. Your new nose is very useful, said the snake. Try and eat something now. The elephant's child pulled up some grass with his trunk and pushed it into his mouth. You are lucky to have a nose like that, said the snake. Now go home to your family. So the elephant's child walked home. When he was hungry, he pulled fruit down from a tree with his trunk. And he picked grass up from the ground with his trunk. When he felt lonely, he sang through his trunk, and the noise was loud and wonderful. When the elephant's child got home, his family was very pleased to see him. Where did you go? They asked. And where did you get that wonderful nose? The crocodile gave it to me, said the elephant's child. So all the elephants went to the river to get new noses from the crocodile. That is why all the elephants in the world today have long, useful noses like the elephant's child. Based on a fable by Rudyard Kipling.